Hello, my loves. I'm so sorry that it's been a while, but I've been super busy in the office getting some new products ready for you. So, first of all, I have prepped my nails, applied a peel-off base coat, and put on the new TX Elite Coffin tips. Now, these come in packs of 600, and a pack of 600 is less than £10. I know. Also, I am going to be using the brand new Alina acrylic wand. Now, they're available in a size 8 and a size 10. They're just magical. Look at it. Look how magical it is. It's available in a size 8 and 10 at the moment. I'm going to be using an 8. I normally use a 10, but I wanted to see if I found it easier working with an 8 or harder. I'm going to trim these tips down. Now, a bit of a disclaimer before we start. It was like 29 degrees in my living room today because we have the south facing back of the house, and despite putting my monomer in cold water, like the jar was inside cold water, the minute I started working with the acrylic it was setting up so fast, so my application is a little bit crappy. Hello, Misha. But you know, it's just one of those things, too hot or too cold and the acrylic goes to shit, doesn't it? So I'm working with Nailmate's Toasted Rose for this, and this is my size 8 brush. It was weird using a size 8 brush, especially as this brush is a new one. I haven't even broken it in yet, so normally, obviously I've prepared it, but you normally do a couple of tester runs to break in the bristles, get them setting nicely the way you want them, and I hadn't even done that yet because I normally use a 10. I was just an eager beaver. So yeah, my application was a little bit weird, but you know what it's like. You know what it's like when it's hot and it's just, it's horrible. But, you know, I didn't have my air conditioning unit, so I used to have one in the salon, but not anymore. It's away somewhere. I might be able to dig it out, actually, thinking about that. Might have to send Mr. B up in the loft. So, yeah, tucking it in at the cuticle, tuck, tuck, tuck. You can see that it's like a virgin brush because all the bristles haven't found their spot yet. You know when you've used it a couple of times and then they all just kind of sink into their place and it's just perfect. Yeah. So we're going to apply the apex bead in a sec. I'm just going to add this little bit to the tip, blend it back. All the nails are going to be nude, so I'm only going to show you application of like a couple because it'll be boring otherwise. The tips make it very easy to apply the acrylic because they are nice and tapered. So yeah, they've been super popular actually. I'm also going to show you 2 new crystals that are now live on the website. So I'll show you just one more nail with the acrylic application. So tap the back of that bead. I'm working in smaller areas because it's so hot that I just, it sets up so fast. I mean, look, it's like already setting up and I'm working wet as well. So I'll just build this nail up and let you watch this bit.
Waking up to my heartbeat, accompanied by the rain. The soreness in my eyes is not very surprising. This room is still uncharted, but as soon as I get started, I'll send you an SOS. I'll wave like it's nobody's business. Give me some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, 'cause I know the truth inside.
So I filed off camera because it's easy and I'm lazy. Don't look at this hand, it's atrocious. I still need to finish soaking off, that's how bad it is. Right, okay, so I'm using Madame Glam's Sapphire City. Take Me to Mykonos. Actually, yeah, take me, because I'm on a holiday. Hear Me Raw. These are all from all different collections, I've had them ages. And Vida Loca. And I'm going to be using these two new crystals. This absolute beauty is called Amaranthine Jewel. It's the sister of Amethyst Jewel, so it shifts blue, purple and a little bit of orange. And then you have Alina Kaleidoscope. This is a pack of 1400 mixed sizes, and these colours shift 5 different colours. So it goes blue into pink, purple, then into an amber yellow. It's just insane. I'll show you at the end, but the colour shift is insane. So I'm going to apply these gels on my palette. Just Joe Nail Addict made me this palette. She's very clever. There we go. That's quite aesthetically pleasing, actually. And then I'm going to apply, all I've done is filed and buffed the nails, that's it. And I'm going to apply the Madame Glam Blooming Gel, because it's really sticky, but it's also really good. And do you know what? I had no plan for these nails whatsoever. I saw the Amaranthine, I knew I wanted to use that. I saw the new Kaleidoscopes and I knew I wanted to use those, but I had no idea what I was doing. And I was just having fun. And I'm literally like, just making swooshes. And then I kind of look as if I'm going to tie-dye effect them, but then I kind of marble them. Look, it's just a free play. This is like me. This is like, come and watch me play nails. Because I'm not like, look at me. I'm just like, oh, I think I'll stick that there. And there was no plan, no special execution in any said way. It was just a case of, I want to be creative. I want to work around blues and purples because they're the prominent colours within the two crystals I want to use. And I'm going to have fun with it. And that's what I did. But it just goes to show, like, just if you can and you enjoy it, just go with the flow. In all honesty, I find it less stressful when I do have a plan for working and when I do have everything laid out and I know exactly what I'm doing. But sometimes my brain just doesn't work that way. I don't know if you get that, where sometimes your head's already cluttered. You kind of get decision fatigue. So you just have to sit and just relax, and it's almost like a meditative experience. You're like, okay, I'm going to chill, I'm going to make some nail art, and whatever it is what it will be. And that's what this was, literally. So I went that way, and then I was like, oh, it looks a bit too uniform now, so I'm just going to mess it up and go swooshing through the middle of it like a bull in a china shop. And actually, I really like the way it came out. Obviously, because I've been working with wet polish, I'm going to make sure it's tied in at the edges. You don't want any lumps and bumps, and cap that free edge. There we go. And then I'll cure it in the lamp. And I thought that was pretty groovy. So I did the same on the pinky nail. Exactly the same thing, just like, you know, going with it.
Waking up to my heartbeat, accompanied by the rain. The soreness in my eyes is not very surprising. This room is still uncharted, but as soon as I get started, I'll send you an SOS. I'll wave like it's nobody's business. Give me some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, 'cause I know the truth inside. And I promise you this time, no bravado, no more strange, stupid games, just want my at where to go. You're left without warning, and now you're ignoring.
So once they're cured, I'm actually going to apply matte top coat, and that's when I feel like it really set it off. It just looks so good with a matte top coat, and that'll just go in my lamp 30 seconds.
Some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, 'cause I know the truth inside, and I promise you this time.
Right, let's have some fun with these crystals then and see what we can do. Again, I really had very little idea of what I was going to do. I just knew that I was in love with those colours. I'm going to use a bit of builder gel to apply them. So I can use adhesive, but only in small amounts. Otherwise, I react to it. So sometimes I just don't bother. Most of the time, to be fair, it's just not worth getting a bad nose and chest. So I'm going to put the Amaranthine in the middle, and then I just sort of started building up the Alina Kaleidoscope mixes around it. You'll get what I mean in the end about the Kaleidoscope, because it just changes. You know, like when you twist that little thing and all these different colours appear. It's like that with the crystals. It's insane. That's what my brain does, guys. It just decides things last minute. I go, oh, do you know what? I want some sparkles today. I don't really care. I'm just going to do it. Oh my God. I don't actually know how I manage to run a business some days. So there we go. Look at the hat. Oh, by this time I was just obsessed and in love with my own hand. Now, I put this big one there. I do take this off in a minute because I just don't like it. And that is the beauty of working with like either a builder gel or an acrylic gel to put your crystals on. Because if you decide it doesn't look right, you can whip it off. Whereas if you're going to apply it with glue, it sticks within seconds. So there is an advantage. There's not many. It's a lot easier to use adhesive, I would say. But the advantages of using builder gel are that you can alter your design before you cure it. Like that. So I'll just tuck some smaller ones in there. Oh, would you look at that? I matte top coated around the crystals. Now let's do the thumb. So I've applied a bit of the builder gel, and we're just going to do a little group of 5 crystals. A big one in the middle, smaller ones either side. Very simple. And then I did a matte top coat around that. And that was it. So in actual fact, it was a really simple set. But it doesn't look it. It looks super effective. But all the techniques are quite manageable and, you know, not too fancy. It's just the way you put the crystals together. And if you have trouble with that, I've got courses for crystal application, crystal mapping, all that kind of thing. And also it helps you on adhering your crystals. So yeah, just look in the description box, or if you want to qualify in nails, if you're not qualified and you think you'd like to qualify in either gel or acrylic nails, look in the description box. I've got courses and you can take them from the comfort of your home. Here's the finished set. I really hope you've liked it. Check out my website for all the products, and I shall see you next time. Tally bye! Oh yeah, look out for the colour shift in those crystals.